moved to West London and I had a really horrible incident.
Proof that London is not the multiculturalism success story that Sadiq Khan claims it to be.
I was walking to pick up my daughters from school in a big mum t-shirt, big mum shorts, you know, halfway down to the knees, and on my own, and two men came striding up to me, cornered me, wouldn't let me pass, both again in Islamic dress, with very, very foreign accents, shouting at me that I was not wearing the dress code appropriate for their area.
It's crazy.
And I tried to pass, they wouldn't let me pass, they just kept shouting at me, calling me names. And I'm a tough cookie, Alex, right? I am a really tough cookie. I burst into tears. I just felt really scared. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know when they were going to let me pass. I didn't even know what was going on. I was like, what is happening? This is my home, and there's been a culture shift in some areas, and I called the police. I called the police because I thought this is not something I want my daughters to have to face, because this is a road just by my house.
Wait till you hear how the police respond to this. It's pathetic.
And I called the police, and their response to me, I felt, was as scary as what had happened.
Why? What happened?
They sent round a gentleman who kept reminding me that he was Muslim, not in a way where he was in a kind of happy and nice way, but as I felt very much like I've got to be careful what I say and how I address this and how I speak about it. And I felt like I was being interviewed a little bit. And I was explaining to him how worried I was that this was sort of creeping onto the streets near where I lived, and that I had 4 daughters, and there must be CCTV cameras, and there must be some way of finding out who these guys were. And in the end, all I got from the police was, we'll talk to the local imam and get him to chat with the congregation.
Unbelievable.
And I thought, and it really shocked me. I thought, hang on, this isn't how it's supposed to.
You've been spat on, blocked in your passage, intimidated, threatened.
Wow. So that was Belinda de Lucy. She's an ex-Brexit Party MEP talking about her experience in London, being absolutely hounded and harassed and bullied by men for not having the appropriate dress for the area. If you are going to move to this country and you want to wear whatever clothes you want to wear, okay, fine, wear your clothes. But do not think that you have the right to impose your dress on other people. In England, we have a culture where women can wear what they want. She wasn't outdressed with her, you know, boobs falling out of her top, bum showing out of her shorts. No, she said there she was in a big baggy t-shirt and big long shorts. It couldn't be more modest, but, well, it's not modest by their standards, clearly, where they expect women to be covered head to toe. This is absolutely disgusting, and just typical policing there, where the perpetrators are treated like the victims and vice versa. It sounded like the police almost blamed her for what was going on. They're worried about, you know, causing issues with community tensions. That old chestnut, we've heard that with the grooming gangs and whatnot. Just shocking. And then Sadiq Khan is constantly saying diversity is our strength, multiculturalism is our strength, there's nothing wrong with it, you're just a bunch of, you know, horrible Islamophobic, racist bigots if you dare question it. But I think that example from Belinda de Lucy talking to Alex Phillips on Talk there was, I think that just showed point blank, we have got a problem in London and the country as a whole, and we need to sort it out. Anyway, I'm Chloe Dobbs. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss out on any more videos. Catch you next time.